Hey guys, it's me, John Avenger, once again. Let me get closer. Welcome to the month of August. It's Floppy Woppy month. Yes, I know. I bet you like the title. These are movies that were financial flops in the theater, so TV movies don't count. Well, mostly. And direct to video doesn't count. I'm talking about movies that were financially in the theater and they didn't make any money, or they just underperformed, or they were thrashed by critics, meaning that they flopped with critics and critics didn't care for them. So we're going to start with a 1994 action thriller starring Jeff Bridges, Tommy Lee Jones, Forrest Whitaker, and Lloyd Bridges. May he rest in peace. Blown Away. This was a flop, and it's a good movie. Directed by Stephen Hopkins, the same guy that did Nightmare on Elm Street 5, the movie I recently reviewed a few months ago, Judgment Night. He also did whatchamacallit. What else has he done? Predator 2. Yeah. Why is it that this guy does some decent movies? I know Nightmare 5 was not good, but some of his films are well made and yet they don't make money. Yet Michael Bay, half of his movies are shit and they make a lot of money. This film has a lot of explosions and they have meaning because in this movie, Tommy Lee Jones plays a bomb expert that is, he's in prison in Northern Ireland and he kills one of the guards and one of his cellmates so he can get out, and he ends up in Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, America. Whatchamacallit, Jeff Bridges was he's a veteran police bomb squad member, and he's on his way to retirement because he doesn't want to do it anymore. And then he sees a bunch of these bombs planted everywhere and in federal buildings on boats and whatever, and in the car, like they say over there in Massachusetts, and he has to cut the wires. And he has a wife and daughter. The daughter's played by Steffi Lindbergh. She was in if you've seen Richie Rich with Macaulay Culkin, she was the redhead in that. She's cute here. She was younger here, so she must have filmed this like a couple years before. And the soundtrack is freaking awesome in this movie. Alan Silvestri's score is fantastic. It's got tension, it's got gravitas, it builds up the suspense in the movie. And I always will love him for doing the scores for the Avengers 1, Infinity War, and Endgame. Not so much for the second one because that was Danny Elfman. But yeah, this film is a good movie. Why did this flop? Why was this why did they hate this movie? I'll tell you why the critics hated this movie. Let me show you why they thought this was a bomb. It's got a 32% of Rotten Tomatoes, meaning that it was failure. They gave it a grade B on Cinema Score was more kind to it. A B is a good grade. The film was widely criticized for the poor Irish accents of the three main Irish characters, with Tommy Lee Jones' portrayal of Ryan Garrity particularly receiving the harshest criticism. Yes, that is the worst thing in the movie. Tommy Lee Jones's Irish accent, is laughable. It didn't piss me off because I'm not Irish. I don't care, but it was just so laughable. He sounds like a very Irish stereotype, I want to go to me boat and all that. And it's terrible. It's like a cartoon freaking Lucky Charms accent. It's just why did they decide to give Tommy Lee Jones an accent in this movie? He already has an accent, guys. He's Southern. If you've seen Captain America, here's a Star-Spangled Man with a plan. He has a Southern accent. Why would you give a man with a Southern accent a freaking Irish accent that he can't pull off? He's really creepy in the movie. His character is well done. It's just his accent just sucks ass. Lloyd Bridges' accent is no better. This guy that's the hot dog vendor at the baseball game, he has a horrible accent as well. It's really insulting. Like, I don't know why they said, oh, we have to make it an Irish villain, but he has to have a thick Northern Irish accent that sounds nothing like Liam Neeson. It sounds like a cartoon. That's the only thing that took me out of the movie. Everything else, the action is well done. It's a very fast-paced movie. The score is good. The acting is mostly good. Jeff Bridges is awesome in the freaking movie. Forrest Whitaker's good in the movie. The wife is good in the movie. What was his name? What was her name? Not his name. Susie Amiss as Kate. She's good in the movie. Steffi Lindbergh was good as Lizzie. John Finn as Captain Fred Rourke. He was fine. The rest of the cast, Cuba Gooding Jr. is in like 2 scenes. He's okay. And it has a lot of tension. There's a scene where Tommy Lee Jones is going up to Jeff Bridges' daughter, and he's trying to help her with her kite. That alone sends shivers down my spine, especially with how sick this world is with children nowadays. Yeah, how high strung people are about that, about safety for their kids. Yeah, I understand. Back in '94, they took a lot of risk. People compared this movie to Speed. There's no bus in this movie, guys. It's a bomb in buildings and elsewhere. It's not on a bus. So it's different. And this movie came out in December, the month of Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year's. You want to see a movie that's really dark with explosions and bombs blowing people up in the month of a holiday like that? No. With holidays that are about peace and love and all that? No. Wrong time. They should have released this movie in the summer or in the spring. And it's good. The song, the U2 song, see, it says the film suffered in comparison to another bomb movie, Speed, which was rushed into cinemas to be blown away. That sucks because Speed 2 is garbage. This is better than Speed 2, easily. The U2 song in this movie is freaking awesome. I will play it, but I don't want to get a copyright strike. My bad. I haven't slept for days. But anyway, it's I still find what I'm looking for. Dun, 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 dun. That song is amazing. Bono's voice in that movie, he's Irish, but he's a great singer. It freaking lifts. It's very uplifting for a movie this dark. Trust me. There's nothing super religious in the movie. There's just one scene where they sing "Amazing Grace," which is at the in someone's funeral. So I could let it slide. It's one scene, but that song, if you hear that song, I got to see where that song. I know I heard that song in like a car commercial or something. You two, uh, still. It came out in. It's a great song. I'm shocked that this song is not in more movies. It should have been. I think it was in a car commercial. Yeah, this is Bono before he had glasses. Wiki. Yeah, it's a song by Irish rock band U2. I like their music. I could care less about the accents. It is the second track from the 1987 album The Joshua Tree, releasing the album's second single in 1987. So it was in the 80s. It sounds like a 90s song. The song was a hit, of course, because it's a badass song. I can hear that song during the end of Endgame, and it would freaking be awesome. The song was a hit, becoming the band's second consecutive number one single on the US Billboard Hot 100, while peaking at number six on the UK singles chart. It's really good. I really like the song. It was critically acclaimed and got nominated for two Grammys in 1988. It deserves it. It's a freaking awesome song. And it says many critics and publications have ranked it as among the greatest tracks in music history, including Rolling Stones. It was number 93. Again, guys, it's freaking awesome. Play this song at the end of Endgame. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but at the end, when all the characters are together, when it's over, it's that powerful. It's an '80s song, so I would love to hear this in like Wonder Woman '84, but too bad because this song came out after that. So, but like in Guardians 3 or something. Song was covered by Scottish band. Live performances, release, reception. It's widespread critical acclaim. Yeah, this song makes the movie a lot better because they play it a lot. There's also a song where they play and it's orchestra. It's not freaking pre-recorded or stub or dubstep or anything. It's orchestra. It's a real music. It's music that they don't even use anymore in film, where they have a real orchestra live recorded and they filmed it, got it on film. It looks awesome. Episode 9 won't have a track like that, guys. Trust me. Music that makes you uplifted and feel good and makes you want to run outside in the sun. That's the kind of music I want to hear. I don't want to hear rap songs from freaking Suicide Squad. I don't want to hear that in a freaking movie. That doesn't get me pumped. It just feels forced in there. This music was amazing in the movie. It's bloody. It's R rated. This movie. It's not for kids. And Hollywood, don't you dare remake this movie. It was done well the first time. You're not going to top this. That song won't be the same if you put it in a remake. Mm-mm. And like I said, the movie has a lot of emotion. It's dark. It's brooding, but it makes The Dark Knight look like a kids' movie, guys. Again, if you think Dark Knight is the darkest movie ever made, keep looking at these R-rated films from the '90s, like this, or Die Hard with a Vengeance, or Speed, or freaking The Rock. There are way more violent movies than this, and they have blood in the movie. It doesn't hold back. This movie never holds back, except for Tom Lee Jones's cartoonish acts. The Irish accents in this movie are terrible. They're not done real. They're not. They feel fake. They sound cartoonish. Either hire an actor that has the accent or just don't do it, because you're not gonna get anybody in me life like this. You're not that's not an accent that will hold a whole movie. That's why there's no Irish people in the Avengers, because sounding like that, it would sound ridiculous. But anyway, Blown Away is a good movie. If you've never seen it, it did not deserve to bomb. It only made 30 million on a budget of 28, and plus marketing was 7, so it bombed. It's a damn shame because it's a good movie. Look at that poster. Awesome. And it's well written. And it's better than Venom. I suffered through Venom. Almost got sick to my stomach. This movie made my blood, rush through my arms with the adrenaline that I felt. And it got a good Blu-ray release, so there's no reason to. The film is out of print now because it's a hard movie to find. But Kino released a Blu-ray in 2015, so you can get this in high def, not 4K, but high def Blu-ray, and it deserves it. It's a movie that deserves your attention. For August, check this movie out. If you have cable, it's on Stars right now on demand. You can watch it, and I think it's on Netflix as well. It's good, man. That song alone from U2 is bad ass, and I would love to see that in more movies. That song, just to add some, it would fit in Guardians 3. If they go to like the '80s and not the '70s anymore, I would love to hear the song in the movie. Just have Star-Lord listen to this song. He could dance while he's shooting people in the air or something. It would redeem Chris Pratt, guys. That song is that uplifting. It's that powerful. It's one of the best songs I've heard in an action movie in the '90s or any decade. This is how you do it. Putting a song that I'll remember even when I'm sleeping at night, because it's subtle and it's not in your face and it feels like it fits in the movie. So go watch this film, guys. Don't see freaking Hobbs and Shaw's cartoonish bullshit PG-13. That's gonna suck. This is better. This is R. This is violence. This is not a cartoon. The only time it's a cartoon is when Tom Lee Jones is doing that accent, because it sounds so fake. And Lloyd Bridges and some other guys. But Jeff Bridges is great in the movie. And again, this is better. I'd rather see something R that tries on a low budget than something big budget that looks like a cartoon, and it's not a cartoon. Yeah, sorry. Mission Impossible already does the impossible. You're not gonna impress me with freaking Vanessa Kirby's dumbass. This movie didn't need Brits in it to be good. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I wanted to do a different location than my room because sometimes, a change of scenery is a nice touch. Anyway, see you later, and see this movie, Blown Away. 1994 with Jeff Bridges. Badass. And that song from U2 is awesome too. Floppy Woppy Month will continue next time. Later.